Warning, this video may contain content that may not be suitable for children or anyone else that is easily offended. Strong language, graphic content, nudity, bad jokes, and a possible idiot, aka myself, may be featured in the following clip. Viewer discretion is advised. Channel is not responsible for any damages that you receive watching this video. Konbanwa, watashi ne nome wa reprisal Zems desu. Yorishiku onigashimasu. Welcome to a rare footage that you guys may or may not never see on Mr. Nightmare's channel. 4 true scary stories with footage, which means he has videos implemented in his stories, bruh. Which is, I don't think I've ever seen. Maybe he has had it on his channel a while back, but I've never seen him drop footage on his channel. So we're going to be reacting to this today. Big shout outs to Bradley for pointing this out to me, man. Greatly appreciate it. We have to jump into it. If you guys haven't already, be sure you swoop down to the description box, click on that link, and go watch the video in its entirety while we pausing and stopping through the whole thing. Thank you guys so much for the support. Keep doing what you guys doing. The videos will keep dropping. But for now, Story 1, Cameron. Story 2, Edgar. And Story 3, Cole. Story 1. See what we got, boys.
January of 2016. My buddies and I live right next to a nature preserve and used to love to explore it. It was a weekend and we were looking for something to do. And being mischievous, we decided to go explore the storm drain that supplied water to the creek in the nature preserve. It had a barred barricade blocking entry into it.
Storm drains have the habit of dragging everything that the world does not want into one section of the area or one section of the planet. And you don't want to go over there, man. You don't want to see something. You see frog legs, trash, diapers, maybe even dead bodies, even such. They might see some dead body finger parts or something along those lines when they go to visit the storm drain.
So we decided we'd throw some rocks in to see if the rocks made contact at any point so we could figure out the depth. However, we received something much more in return. After throwing a rock against the wall in the storm drain, a couple seconds passed, and we heard a terrifying thump or bang in return. Dusk was approaching, so we called it a day and watched back over the video we recorded of it. The next weekend, gathered a few more buddies, and we decided we would unbolt the barricade to the drain on the side. Got the barricade to fall down, and we made our entrance. It went in about 20 feet until it hit a dead end. However, there was a second branch of the drain to our left. We had to take a step up to get into. We proceeded in one by one, all 5 of us. At first, it was nothing but spider webs and mud.
If you guys have to, if you just happen to do some outrageous stuff that you shouldn't be doing, just make sure you're in the middle, because 9 times out of 10, something's going to happen to the person in the front and something probably going to grab the person in the back. So you want to be in that little happy medium or happy, medium somewhere where you still have the chance to survive. So if the person in the back is getting eaten, you have the chance to either go forward, and if the person that's getting eaten from the front, then you have the chance to run backwards towards the entrance. Knowledge tips with Zems, man. I'm going to save you guys. I'm telling you, man. Take notes.
We traveled about 500 to 1,000 feet into the drain as it kept getting skinnier. We had to duck to proceed. We're all frozen in our tracks as we heard the same exact thump we heard the weekend before. A scary and hard to describe sound. We had no signal and were beyond terrified at that point because we were all right next to each other and the noise had come from much further away. At this point, my friend decided to start recording in case anything else happened.
Chupacabra.
We made it out of the drain safely without anything else happening.
Oh.
The scariest and most chilling part of this whole story was when I reviewed the video and saw a slight outline of a head at one of the turns of the drain. This couldn't possibly have been one of us because we had all been together. I took a screenshot of it and zoomed in as far as I could, and well, I was horrified.
It does look like
there in the frame was a demon-shaped looking head with glowing eyes and what appeared to be pointy ears. To this day, we have never gone back into that nature preserve, let alone the storm drain.
I don't know what's up with these nature preserves and wildlife reserves and all this other stuff. Yellowstone, like all these stories of people disappearing. Just stay away from there. It's something going on, bruh. It's some kind of energy or maybe some portal of the underworld somewhere near there. Like some Hellboy type stuff going on. Or even that movie, The Underworld. Probably was some kind of werewolf. Whatever. I don't know what made them go in there. Like, oh, somebody threw the rock back when we threw it in there. Don't go in there, bro. 9 times out of 10, whatever's in there is hiding. Or maybe that's his house. And you're going to unbolt it and go in there and disturb him? My goodness, bro. I don't know what that was. It looked like a demon. He had like a Johnny Bravo shaped head going on, like a crimson chin or something. But demon, no demon, whatever that was, nice enough to not clap their cheek.
It all started when a group of friends and I decided to start exploring abandoned warehouses due to the stories and myths surrounding them in our hometown, Laredo, Texas.
Texas?
The story surrounding the area of warehouses was that the buildings were haunted due to immigrant workers being worked and mistreated to death. Local news covered the death of many of the workers. Many of the deaths were also ignored by the authorities due to the illegal status of the workers. In the warehouse that we visited, the company was in charge of the maintenance of the railroad tracks as well as the disposing of hazardous material. The video I recorded, barrels filled with chemical wastes are seen spilled open. Warehouses are located in a part of town where there's nothing really around except for train tracks.
You better put some protective gear on. You talking about some fluids and stuff leaking out of pipes. You'll grow an extra ear. You probably look like the little fish thing from The Simpsons.
The Hispanic culture of my city gave rise to the stories about railroad workers that had lost their lives in the area. We decided to explore the warehouse during the day and then during the night. In our daytime exploration, found remains of what seemed to be remnants of satanic rituals because we found a chicken's foot and pentagrams drawn in permanent marker. We figured that was the work of local groups trying to communicate with the damned souls of the workers. We also spotted a makeshift couch or bed where the workers would sleep.
Casting couch, 100%.
The night we visited, we had the feeling we were being watched. We were actually also being followed and attacked by crows inside the building.
Crows?
¿Qué son?
Bro, that's not a good sign. Crows are a sign of death. Not our channel, of course.
While we were exploring that night, on several occasions, we spotted shadows and heard noises throughout the area. We delved deeper. I got the feeling that someone or something didn't want us in the warehouse.
Hey, in the future, if you go with friends, make sure you grab somebody that knows how to record, bro. Don't grab somebody that does this with the camera, bro. Stop taking people that do this with the camera. Like, bro, stop doing that. Why are you doing that? Just slowly panorama it. Like, act like you got a panorama picture on your camera or something. Just scan the room, turn around slowly. Stop. Like, sheesh, bruh. Dang, you giving me whiplash just watching.
Creepy laugh can be heard in the video footage I captured. And that was our cue to get the hell out.
See?
I don't think there's no power.
I don't hear nothing.
Oh my god. Did you hear that? Yeah.
Things only got weirder though, as the satanic drawings and the chicken foot were gone the next time we passed that spot.
They ate it.
Yet they were spotted only earlier that day. I'm completely convinced that someone or something was stalking us in that warehouse that night. I believe the lost souls of the workers, or a satanic group of people that frequented the place, were there that night with us, watching. We walked out of the warehouse, noticed that the crows were very on edge and tried to attack us, like I mentioned earlier. The events that happened that night still sometimes keep me up at night.
But that's normal. Even here in Japan, I've seen some big ass crows, man. Them crows don't care. You can be eating a chicken sandwich. That shit will swoop down and take a bite of your chicken sandwich and then attack you for trying to stop him from eating your chicken sandwich, bruh. The crows here do not play those games, bruh. They run in packs, bruh. They're like a gang over here, bruh. They're big. They're big ass birds, bruh. If you leave your trash out, you come back out the next day, either half of it's going to be eaten or it's going to be sprawled out across your whole yard, backyard, wherever you put your trash can, in the front, like it's going to be gone. They don't care. Like your baby could be eating something. The crows will swoop down and take it, bruh. Story 3.
I'm a freshman at the University of Nebraska-Lincoln. Some friends of mine came home from a hockey party after their game and asked me to come hang at their dorm. Brought some girls to the party that they knew from high school and happened to be in the city. They came back to the dorm to hang as well. One of the girls that came in was super friendly but very drunk. I didn't see her drink anything in the dorms. I left with my girlfriend at about 2 a.m.
There you go.
At around 3, I heard sirens and could see lights outside of my window. I figured it was just another kid that came home with alcohol poisoning. And I heard the most gut-wrenching scream of my life. I walked out of my room and saw my friends from the dorm I had just left running down the hall wanting my help.
Was
I
the
started
drunk girl?
running down the hall following them and saw blood on the floor and thought for sure someone had been stabbed. Then I saw 3 police officers and a paramedic team strapping the friendly girl down to a stretcher while she was screaming and thrashing. I went to ask my friends what happened, and they looked exhausted. They said her eyes rolled back into her head. She started growling and bleeding heavily from both nostrils. She attacked some of our friends, yanking their hair and biting them like an animal.
Bruh, nah. It had to be Mountain Dew. Why won't people believe me, bruh? It's the Mountain Dew. I don't know if it was Code Red, Green, Blue, whatever they're called. What's it called? Surge Red? I don't know what it was called. Y'all know what I'm talking about, bruh. It's the Mountain Dew, bruh. They had to have Mountain Dew at that party. She drank some of it and she lost control. Her eyes ran back to her head. Nose started bleeding, bruh. That's the only thing that you can do. But the only thing that you need to cure that behavior is the Dr. Pepper, boy. It's the sweet one. I'm telling you.
Girl fought off 3 6-foot-tall, fairly muscular guys by herself. Keep in mind, this girl is probably 5'1", 110 pounds, and was possessing superhuman strength, all while screaming at the top of her lungs.
She needs to be in the UFC.
The scariest part is when the RA came over to pray over the situation. as he's a devoted Christian, and she started screaming, "F God, F Jesus, the devil is coming for you all."
Possessed.
At this point, my heart was sinking in pure fear of the situation, as was everyone else who was present. The emergency responders said they had never seen anything like this, even if she was possibly drugged at the party. I was able to capture a roughly 20-second video of her screaming in the dorms. You can't really see her as the paramedics are in the way. Listen closely towards the end of the video.
Snap.
You can hear her scream, "They're coming for you all, they're coming for you next." Last I heard, she woke up with no memory of the situation, but is in a very dark place at the moment.
She's growling. Bruh, nah, she gotta go, bruh. If I'm her dorm mate, she got to go, bruh. I don't care. Her stuff is gonna be in the hallways once she gets back, bruh. Take your transcripts, your luggage, your textbooks, turn those into the library or the education center, wherever you get your books from. You're gone, bruh. You're not coming back to that room, bruh. That's a possession scream. I heard that scream in a lot of freaking movies. Was it Case 39? The Exorcism of Emily Rose. What else? Hostel. These are not normal screams, bruh. These are petrified, horrific, weirdo. Like, I don't know, bruh. Something was wrong with her. She doesn't remember. I don't know what she was drinking, a Mountain Dew, but I don't know what kind of alcoholic drink she probably had that twisted tea. But to be honest, she probably did save like 50% of her car insurance by switching to Geico. Story 4.
My small town, there's not much to do. So my friends and I make the best of it. In the winter, we sometimes throw snowballs at cars.
Yo,
This was after we got done ice fishing one day.
ice fishing.
We went to my house and decided it would be fun to throw snowballs at cars for a while. Usually no one would get too angry as they were just snowballs, but
Yeah,
one
people take
person
cars
got really
seriously.
mad at us. My friend Drake decided to throw a snowball at one more car and he told me to record. He hit right under the back passenger side. It sounded like a hard hit. We stayed there for a second, laughing, until he slowed down and eventually threw it in reverse.
Uh-oh. He's not about to let you get the chance, stupid. Oh. Yo, you better run, bro. He got that wrong turn truck. Hold on. Bruh.
He's right there.
Yo, he's not coming. He's not pulling in. He's not pulling in. He's not about that life.
Ran and hid behind a car in a different parking lot, and he pulled in about 5 feet from us, but he didn't see us. So we ran home.
Yo, I'm sorry to stop it. This reminds me of the time, I kid you not, I was living in Los Angeles. I think I was staying on, it was called 92nd and Pace Street or something like that. But me and my brother used to throw rocks at ice cream trucks, and we used to run. So he drives off, boop, he's like, "Arr!" He tries to get out the ice cream truck. So me and my brother run back the other way. He gets in his ice cream truck, and he starts reversing, like, so me and my brother, we're running. We go around the other corner, he's still chasing us. And then we lap around the block. So we lap around the block and then we get to our next door neighbor's car. His name was Arthur. We get into his auntie's car and we lay in the back seat, right? So as we're laying in the back seat, the ice cream truck pulls up. Like he comes, because that's where he just came from. Like we're living in an area. He comes, right? He stops like this. So when he stops, me and my brother, we live in the back of his auntie's car and we were sitting right here looking up like this. And he sticks his head out of the ice cream truck window and he goes like this. He looks like that and he goes back in. All he had to do was just go like this and he would have seen us, bro. That was like some action movie, Mission Impossible type stuff, bro. Man, no, it was scary. My heart was like...
That's when I stopped recording. When we got home, we took off our jackets and sat down to watch the video I just took. But we were interrupted by this sound.
He came.
Froze in my seat. Then again. I didn't think this guy would find us, but still I turned off the lights. My dogs went crazy. Drake and I are 14, we don't get scared that easily, but this was freaking us out. We hid in my bathroom in my room and turned off the light. We actually laughed, thinking he would leave in a couple minutes. Our friends thought we were joking, so we took videos of him still pounding on the door. Our friends thought it was funny and karma, but we didn't find it amusing anymore. We thought we were in danger because he wouldn't leave, so I called my mom who was at the Walmart about 10 minutes away. She sounded more like she was angry at us for throwing snowballs at cars than concerned that someone was banging on the door.
Right.
She said she would call one of the neighbors to come scare him off. Then she hung up. It felt like an eternity before he stopped banging on the front door, but only a couple minutes passed, and then the banging sounds came from a different door, and it hit me that I didn't lock that door. He could easily come in.
You
Then I got
idiot.
a disturbing call from my mom, telling me one of the neighbors said she could see a deranged-looking man, possibly drugged out, looking through my room's window and the front door window. We sat there for as long as we could.
That's
and
what
decided to make a plan to get the 410 shotgun in my mom's room, load it, and then make a break for it.
Bro, he's with the shits. That's what I'm talking about. People be like, oh no, I'm so helpless. What I'm gonna do? He said, we about to grab the shotty and we about to get out there. We might have to run, but we might catch a body, boy. We about to light him up. 12 shotgun shells to your chest. Hit him from the lower abdomen up to his lips. 10 shells. 4 shots. Clap, clap, clap. He ain't never had nothing like that. I could be a rapper. That was low-key kind of fire though, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, man, you just never know who you're messing with. That guy might have had a bad day. He might have just got a divorce or anything, you know what I'm saying? And you're out there throwing snowballs and stuff. So he probably was pissed. And most people pay a lot for their cars, so you never know. And snowballs are hard. I don't know if you can crack a windshield with one, but snowballs do hurt. Just be careful when you're throwing rocks. That's like when people be throwing rocks off of the highway and be killing people and stuff. A lady just got injured not too long ago because somebody threw a rock over the overpass.
When we entered my mom's room to look for the gun, we saw his face at the window. His hairy, withered-looking face. And we screamed and ran. Drake had the idea to blast a police siren sound on my speaker in my room, so we ran to set the speaker up. While doing so, we heard the back door open, the one which was left unlocked. Drake managed to get the siren sound effect to play on my speaker, and that apparently worked, as we heard him leave through the same door he entered. Moments later, one of the neighbors, Paul, rang the doorbell. I let him inside, and he stayed with us and waited for the cops and my mom to get there. We explained everything. Cops and my mom all said we shouldn't have been throwing snowballs at cars like that, obviously, and that we got lucky that they showed up when they did. My advice is to never mess with people like we did. You never know who you're dealing with.
I told you. It's just like I'm in sync with every horror person, like every content creator. Is it just me or am I just, I'm superhuman, bruh. I have superpowers. I just said the same thing he just said, bruh. Stop messing with people, especially in 2021, bruh. People are tired of it. There's a lot going on. People are stressed out. This is not the time, people. I'm gonna end it right here, guys. If you enjoyed my content, be sure you like, comment, and on the subscribe button, be a part of the Murder Crows today. Again, if no one told you today, I love you. Make sure you head down to the description box, click on that link, and go follow my boys, Mr. Nightmare, and watch the video in its entirety without me pausing and stopping through the whole thing. This was a really good compilation. I hope he keeps or continue to do stories like this. That was really good. Because some of these times I'm like, that sounds like cap. It sounds like somebody sitting down making that up. But no, people be really having these kind of experiences. So I really hope that he continues to do this because that was very, very, very entertaining. And I hope you guys enjoyed it because I know I did. But again, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Let me know down in the comment section which video you thought was the scariest. I think number 4 probably takes the cake, man. Especially when you're just having fun, you're a kid, and then it turns out that you almost get killed. Sayonara.